So if you are familiar to this channel and Boys on Film, movie and TV reviews, you'll know that we cover a lot of festivals. We have one festival which is coming up soon, which is South by Southwest, and our very own Raj will be there.
My 5th year attending South by Southwest in a row.
A little bit jealous.
So I'm very excited. The film festival is always a massive highlight for me. I used to go all the time purely for the music festival, covering stuff for EQ Music Blog, but I kept getting a free press pass, which included the film festival. So I was like, well, why don't we just, that was kind of my motivation for starting doing film reviews, is I kept getting this great film pass.
Okay.
And I think, about a year ago, we sat down and said, let's do film reviews.
So you are a bit of an expert.
I hope so. After 5 years, it's a bit of a mammoth of an event. It takes over the entire city of Austin for 2 weeks. So just even like figuring out what you want to go to is like a full-time job. So I've even got my schedule pretty much worked out for the 2 weeks.
I think you have to with these festivals.
Yeah.
You have to really know what you're doing day in, day out. Now, we've scanned a few of the films that they're premiering at South by Southwest, and a couple of these I know that I'm really looking forward to seeing, as are you.
Yeah.
Big horror films, hopefully future classics. But one of those films that they're premiering is The Beach Bum. I don't know anything about The Beach Bum.
Neither do I, other than it's Matthew McConaughey's new movie. I think the preview trailer is out for it already, but yeah, it's pretty much about the misadventures of a beach bum.
I don't know any film that he's been in where he's done a bad performance. I mean, all the films that I've seen him in, I've really enjoyed. I loved him in Mud.
Yeah, I think for Matthew McConaughey, he is always just one of those actors I always just appreciate whatever he brings to the role.
He's so superb.
When I watched this trailer, I didn't exactly go head over heels for the trailer, but it's always a different experience when you see a world premiere at South by Southwest, because you're in this beautiful, ornate theater called the Paramount Theater. The stars of the movie usually introduce the film. They have a Q&A, and the theater probably holds maybe like 800 people, so it's
nice.
a very intimate experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Matthew McConaughey and Zac Efron, who's also in the cast.
Yeah, and Snoop Dogg is also in it as well. This is a comedy, because I've not seen him in many comedies. The stuff I've seen him in, he's quite gritty roles that he's performed.
So fingers crossed I can manage to get into that premiere.
Yeah.
I usually do, but every once in a while, there's so many people wanting inside a movie, and I'll get in the queue, and they'll get everyone seated 5 people before you. So
do you think you'll be doing any interviews there? Will you get a chance to do interviews?
I've done a few in the past, but yeah, we'll just see. I mean, it's so busy there all the time, trying to work out everyone's schedule. So
I'd love to see an interview with Zac Efron though, because he's going to be Ted Bundy, isn't he, in the movie?
That's a big ask, Phil. I don't know if I can manage to pull off a Zac Efron interview.
Try everything you
For
can.
1 year movie blogging on Boys on Film, but I will see what can happen. If I do, I'll probably shit myself.
So the next movie on the list is Booksmart. This is Olivia Wilde, the director. Wildly original, fresh and modern perspective. An unfiltered comedy about high school friendships.
Oh, a movie about high school friendships.
Yeah.
Olivia Wilde.
I think that ticks your boxes, doesn't it?
See, here's the thing with South by. It's really hard to get a feel for these films, because usually there's no trailers. It's just the synopsis, and you might get one press photo. So I kind of have to judge things by who is the director, have they done stuff that I like in the past, and who is the cast that I like as actors. So if this is about high school, Olivia Wilde, I'll probably try to go see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a big gamble, isn't it, at any festival anyway?
Yeah.
The amount of films that are on offer, you can't win with all of them.
I mean, last year I knew nothing about Sorry to Bother You. But decided to go to the theater. There's a massive queue of people trying to get into this movie. I knew nothing about it. Thank God I have a good platinum press pass, can usually get right into the front.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best movies I saw this year. Same with Hearts Beat Loud. Saw that at South by last year.
And now I've seen Hearts Beat Loud. I haven't seen Sorry to Bother You yet. I need to get back on that. But the next movie is The Curse of La Llorona. It's set in 1970s LA. It sounds like a horror to me.
Yeah, South by Southwest is known for their horror movies.
Yeah.
In fact, they have a whole strand of horror movie programming that usually happen. They call it Midnighters. That usually happen in the late evening. So yeah, I'll try to check it out. Who's the cast on this one?
The cast is Linda Cardellini, Raymond Cruz. It's well premised.
Well, you know, one thing I have to trust is that the programmers for South by Southwest Film had seen these movies. Obviously, they picked them exclusively for this festival, and they usually are pretty spot on. So
I like the fact that there's nobody I know in it as well, because
Yeah.
I mean that, you know, we've known from previous films like It Follows. It doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
have to have a cast that are well known for it to be a good film.
And if it's a headliner horror, then it could be the next Quiet Place.
Set in the 70s
which
too.
premiered last year.
Yeah,
as well.
I like the sound of that. The next movie is Good Boys, director Gene Stupnitsky. It's the writers of Superbad and producers of Sausage Party. It's Jacob Tremblay, who I think was the kid in Wonder.
Yes.
I think it's the boy in Wonder, isn't it, Jacob Tremblay?
That's interesting. Seth Rogen is always a staple at South by Southwest. Every year he has something he's promoting. I've seen him promote the TV show Preacher. I've seen him promote Sausage Party there. So it sounds like he'll be there again. You know, the best thing about Seth Rogen is I pay no attention to Seth Rogen at all. Ever. Not my type at all. And then last year during Preacher, right after the movie started, I was sat in the front row because that was all the seat I could get.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a seat open next to me. Seth Rogen came out and sat right next to me, and I was like, holy shit! The one thing I remember about him, and I've never forget this, he smells so good. I was like kind of attracted to him after that.
Just because of the smell. How you can change so quickly. You're so
And now I
fickle,
look at
Raj.
it, now I look at him in a whole new light.
What was
So,
it smelling of?
I don't know, but it was intoxicating.
Wow. What, like a musky cologne or?
Well, everything's musky, but it's
Yeah.
just, I don't know, the combination of, you know, him and being at the film premiere and him smelling so good, I kind of got a little bit hot and bothered.
First impressions do count. So the next movie is The Highwayman, or The Highwaymen, I should say. Director John Lee Hancock, screenwriter John Fusco. The Outlaws made headlines. The Lawmen made history, from director John Lee Hancock, who did The Blind Side. It stars Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson. Never know how to say his name. He was amazing in Three Billboards.
Yeah.
And it's
see,
vegan.
See, here is the thing. Like, the premise of the movie doesn't sound too interesting to me. I'm not a massive Kevin Costner fan.
No, me neither.
But I like Woody Harrelson, so I might actually go to this film just to see Woody Harrelson and hear him do the Q&A afterwards.
Yeah.
But initially, it's like, if there's a better movie playing at the same time, I would probably go see that.
To be honest, I think I would watch him in anything because
Really?
he's such a fantastic actor.
Yeah, he is-
I'm
he is
really drawn
amazing.
in by his performances. But it's the untold true story of the detectives who brought down Bonnie and Clyde. So there's obviously a big story there.
Yeah. It sounds like it might actually be pretty good. The Kevin Costner thing, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
maybe. It's not top of your list.
Not top of my list, no.
So the next one is The Long Shot, or Long Shot, director Jonathan Levine. It's about an ambitious diplomat with a spotless reputation and a hard-partying journalist hilariously redefining international relations as they try to keep their red-hot romance under wraps. Seth Rogen.
Surprisingly, the trailer just dropped for this yesterday. And it does kind of look funny. Charlize Theron is also a staple of South by Southwest. She's so beautiful in person.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. Can I just say that? Like,
Great actress.
Like, you see these celebrities, and I'm like, okay, but sometimes you see them in person, and you're just like, whoa, there she is.
Oh, but hang on, she's always doing like makeup adverts and stuff, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's obviously getting loads of products to look good. I'm not
But
saying
she
that
just
seriously.
seems like really humble too, and her and Seth Rogen together. I saw the trailer for this yesterday. I think it comes out in May. Looks to be about a very average comedy, but I probably will go see it just so I can smell Seth Rogen again.
There we go. High priority. And it also stars Alexander Skarsgård,
Oh, okay. Well,
who we saw recently on TV.
Yeah.
And this one we are both very excited about seeing, Pet Sematary. Kevin Kolsch is
Yeah,
director.
so that's the closing night film.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to that. The company I work for, Paramount, one of the companies I work for.
Yeah,
is,
looks great on the
there.
trailer as well.
The trailer looks good. See if it does, Stephen King some justice.
And this, to me, in the trailer, looks very similar to It, style-wise.
Yeah,
I guess
so-
it would be, though, with a Stephen King novel.
Thank God there's been a bounce back after Castle Rock. So, I'm just
Yeah, we didn't like
excited
that.
these movies are getting the proper treatment that they deserve. So,
Yeah.
I'll definitely, if by hell or high water, I'll get into Pet Sematary.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see that. Stuber is the next movie, work in progress. Michael Dowles, director.
Okay.
Mild-mannered Uber driver picks up a cop hot on the trail of a brutal killer. and he's thrust into a harrowing ordeal where he has to keep his wits, his life, and his 5-star rating.
He's the guy from The Big Sick.
I love that movie.
I love him, so I will probably go see the movie just because he's there and listen to his jokes. And
yeah, he's great.
So.
Sounds like a really good story as well.
Yeah.
It sounds quite an original story.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list.
Yeah, and the other horror movie, and it's full of them, South by Southwest, by the looks of things, is Us, which is Jordan Peele, who directed the big movie Get Out, which everybody was raving about. Horror fans and not horror fans were raving about this as well. It was a real game changer for horror, wasn't it, for the genre?
Have you seen the trailer for this?
I've seen the trailer. I wasn't blown away by the trailer. I thought it was a bit cringe.
To me, it's totally creepy, the trailer. Like, it makes the hairs stand up on my skin. Yeah. Creepy, so.
And it also stars Elizabeth Moss.
Yes.
Who we're both big fans of.
Yes. Although I don't like her religion, but
oh right, yes.
Elizabeth Moss is doing a Q&A session at South by Southwest too, and I'm kind of curious about it. I'll probably go hear her speak. But yeah, a lot of the actors too, they do like special like workshop Q&A sessions.
Yeah, because she's into Scientology.
Yes, and I'm very much pro Leah Remini's anti-Scientology program at the moment. So
yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
I'm interested to see where he takes it after Get Out, because Get Out was such a brilliant horror movie. I mean, it was a real commercial success as well, wasn't it, at the box office?
Yeah, I'm sure this one's going to be the hot ticket. It's the opening film premiere of the film festival. Everyone who's going to the film festival is going to want to get into this, and I just, fingers crossed I can get in. Last year, I didn't actually get into Ready Player One. That was the big film with Steven Spielberg. Yeah, I missed that one, but I'm gonna be like 2 hours before lining up. Yeah. In the queue, trying to get into this movie. Because if I don't see it, I will die.
Well, don't let us down, Raj.
Die.
Everybody's waiting for your content, whether it be on Instagram, on Twitter, all the links on screen, and Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. So do your thing. Work for us, Raj.
I will do my thing.
Do the Boys on Film exclusives. So South by Southwest, it's happening when? March?
March 8th to the 18th. I'll be there. So yeah, follow me on my Instagram, Raj Napolitan, if you want see all my updates. I do 1 million updates at the festival. I'm there, and then I'll also be posting stuff to Boys on Film.
Excellent.
As well.
Yeah, cool. So let us know if you're going as well. Maybe you're going to be hitting South by Southwest. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next video.